Hi, Iowa. Every day I show up to work to fight for you, and this week we fought some major battles with huge success. We passed funding for critical programs that Iowa farmers and families depend on, passed two of my bipartisan bills, and introduced a bipartisan legislation to drive down energy costs for Iowa families. So let's get started. First, there's enough cause for concern for Iowa farmers as inflation drives input costs up and profits down, without needing to worry about DC politicians hurting their family farm or small business. We all deserve better than to be saddled with the consequences of politicians who won't do their job. That's why, this week, I voted to extend funding for critical programs that Iowa's farmers and ranchers and rural communities rely on, including the Farm Safety Net, conservation programs that have been proven to work in Iowa expanded, support for rural development, including our roads and bridges, as well as expansion of rural broadband, as well as backing a robust biofuel program. I'm fighting aggressively to pass a 5-year farm bill that includes the priorities you shared with us during our farm bill listening tours throughout Iowa. If you haven't had the chance to share your priority, please reach out to me at nunn.house.gov/farm bill so I can fight for you. Second, this week we made major progress as we passed two of my bills through committee. My Revoke Iranian Funding Act would permanently freeze $6 billion of seized Iranian assets that the administration had recently unfrozen. As the largest state sponsor of terrorism, there is no way to confirm that Iran won't use this money to fund future acts of terror, as we've seen repeatedly throughout the Middle East, with 40 attacks on U.S. forces in just the last several days. My bill is helping to fight back. We also passed the Daniel J. Harvey Jr. and Adam Lambert Improving Service Member Transition to Reduce Veteran Suicide Act through the Veterans Committee. This legislation, named for Adam Lambert, a veteran from Adele, will improve VA programs to smooth the transition between combat tours and civilian life. I'm grateful to have worked with Adam's parents on this legislation and continue to be fighting for our veterans who we owe so much. Finally, the biofuels industry drives Iowa's economy and is critical to our nation's independent energy security. This week I introduced bipartisan legislation to eliminate bureaucratic red tape at the U.S. Department of Agriculture that is driving up energy costs and making it harder for biofuel producers to innovate and expand their manufacturing capacity. The Ag Bio Act will increase funding for a program that provides loans to support innovation in the biofuels industry. By improving this program, we can spur innovation, reduce energy costs, and pass those savings on to Iowa families like yours. Iowa, as we approach the holiday week next week, I just want to say how grateful I am to be your fighter in Congress. In fact, with Congress out of session next week, I'll still be serving, only this time in a different uniform. I'll spend the holiday week serving with my reserve unit to help protect and serve our country. I'm honored to do so. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, and never forget all that we have to be grateful for here in the United States of America because of hard work like leaders like you. Thanks so much. I'll see you.